Yo, 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 the people of the internet, we are back. Today we are going to be using Stewie Griffin's time machine to bring Wayne Gretzky back into his sexual prime, which is 27. Wayne Gretzky is a 97 overall and Connor McDavid is a 99 overall. This team is very good, so I expect nothing less than 82-0. I just have a feeling they're just going to bust their load all over the NHL. If you're new here, leave a like and subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. Bit of a slow start for the dynamic duo. Each would pass 100 points, but not by much. Honestly, I expected more. 41 goals, 45 goals. I mean, they would finish second and third in points, only behind the absolute beast that is Nathan MacKinnon. Edmonton would obviously make the playoffs, but with only 47 wins in this weak-ass Pacific Division. In year number 1, we were beat down brutally by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Kind of like how an alcoholic dad beats his child. McDavid and Gretzky would perform, but not up to standard, honestly. 33 points in 24 games is not going to cut it. Especially Gretzky, you are lacking, my dude. After that subpar season, Wayne Gretzky would still move up to a 98 overall. Also, I forgot to mention, Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid will both play the rest of their careers together on the Edmonton Oilers. After that, who knows? Maybe they'll get married, maybe they'll buy a house. Maybe Gretzky will be the Bruce Jenner of hockey. Can you imagine that? No, not Wayne Gretzky, it's Wanda Gretzky. There we go, that's a little better. McDavid scored 53 goals, Gretzky had 42. There's that dynamic duo we were looking for. Of course, they would have the most points, yet Edmonton still can't crack 50 wins. Somehow we got bent over and fucked brutally by the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, a Game 7 victory could go either way. Nashville would take home the Stanley Cup. McDavid would absolutely steal all the awards. Somehow Wayne Gretzky still isn't a 99 overall, but this team is absolutely loaded. No reason we do not win the Stanley Cup. McDavid would only put up 100 points and Wayne Gretzky would only have 97 points. That is an absolute disaster. And yet the Oilers would have their best season yet. The Nashville Predators would kick us out of the playoffs. Harder than you kick your dog out of the house after he shits on the floor. No, seriously though, why do dogs absolutely love crapping on the floor? The New York Rangers would sweep the Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup Finals. Kucherov would take home every award. Gretzky is still not a 99 overall. Darnell Nurse, you do not deserve this. Wayne Gretzky is now the assistant captain of the Edmonton Oilers. Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid would take an absolute shit on the entire league. Wayne Gretzky would score 62 goals and Connor McDavid would have 50. The Oilers would end up finishing first in the Pacific. The Jets would end up beating us in the conference finals. Not as bad as 2021 though, thank God. The New Jersey Devils would end up winning the Stanley Cup. Welcome to the Wayne Gretzky show. Both Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid would show out for the playoffs. Somehow Gretzky is still not a 99 overall. He put up 175 points. He deserves to be a 99. And this team is still absolutely stacked. I have no idea how we have not won a Stanley Cup yet. Wayne Gretzky would have 50 goals and 153 points, while McDavid would have 66 goals and 142 points. Both of them would absolutely dominate. Nice try, Johnny Hockey. The Oilers would end up having 56 wins and finishing first in the Pacific. Finally, after 5 long years, the dynamic duo will win their first Stanley Cup. Like LeBron James said, it's about damn time. Connor McDavid is your Conn Smythe winner. And here he comes, Connor McDavid lifting the Stanley Cup for the very first time. And he is going to pass the cup off to his love interest / sexual partner, the great one, Wayne Gretzky, lifting the Stanley Cup also for the very first time. Look at that playoff beard, boys. No wonder McDavid likes to get down and dirty with him. Connor McDavid would have more points than Wayne Gretzky, who would have 33. Also, Leon Draisaitl would have more points at 31. Wayne Gretzky would have the most goals at 18, but only 28 points. That was not enough to steal the Conn Smythe from Connor McDavid. The dynamic duo is back at it again. Connor McDavid is a 99 overall and Wayne Gretzky is a 98. McDavid would put up 157 points and 69 goals. Nice. Very big year for the duo. The Oilers would finish first in the Pacific with 58 wins. And the Edmonton Oilers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. The dynamic duo of Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid could not be handled. This time, Wayne Gretzky is the Conn Smythe winner. 1 for Connor and now 1 for Wayne. And here's Connor McDavid coming to lift the Stanley Cup for the second time in his career. He is now a back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. And he is going to pass the cup off to his husband, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Again, a back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. The Conn Smythe winner, Wayne Gretzky, will put up 45 points, and Connor McDavid had 40. It is McDavid's turn to take home all the awards. I honestly don't think Wayne Gretzky will ever be a 99 overall. The dynamic duo will keep shooting their load all over the NHL. Connor McDavid would have 74 goals, my god. The Oilers would continue to dominate, 58 wins and first in the Pacific. The Edmonton Oilers have won their third Stanley Cup in a row. They are yet again Stanley Cup champions. Wait, why is that little box there at the bottom left of the screen? What is going on? And somehow Leon Draisaitl is the Conn Smythe winner. One half of the dynamic Lovers, lifting the Stanley Cup for the third time in his career and for the third straight year in a row. He is obviously going to pass it off to his lover, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. I think by now they have about 3 kids together, boys. I don't know, but I don't care. I honestly have no clue how Leon Draisaitl won the Conn Smythe. Gretzky, McDavid, Gretzky. This is not a good sign. Wayne Gretzky has dropped down to a 96 overall. Despite dropping in overall, Wayne Gretzky would still have the most points on his team, then followed by Connor McDavid. They were only 1 point apart, but Connor McDavid had 64 goals. The Oilers would start off the year very bad, but they still squeaked into the playoffs as the 3rd seed in the Pacific. We would end up getting spanked by the Seattle Kraken, who went on to win the Stanley Cup. Gretzky and McDavid are still taking home the awards. Gretzky is still dropping. He's now down to a 94 overall, and Connor McDavid is still a 99 overall. The dynamic duo is still shooting their load all over the NHL. The Oilers would finish 4th in the Pacific with 44 wins. The Seattle Kraken would yet again pull our pants down and absolutely spank us in Game 7 of round number 1, and they would go on to win the Stanley Cup yet again. Despite regressing in overall year by year, Wayne Gretzky is still absolutely dominating the league. Wayne Gretzky is a 92 overall, and McDavid has dropped down to a 97 overall. The dynamic duo would still put up amazing points. The Oilers would end up finishing 1st in the Pacific with 52 wins. Toronto would end up getting their revenge on us in the Stanley Cup Finals. The dynamic duo is still taking home all the awards, and they're still putting up great numbers in the playoffs. The great one has dropped down to an 88 overall, and Connor McDavid has dropped down to a 94 overall. The dynamic duo would have a drop in production, but still amazing years. 128 points for McDavid and 126 for Gretzky. The Oilers would obviously make the playoffs. We would end up losing to Vancouver in round number 1, and Toronto would end up winning the Stanley Cup. Still taking home all the awards though. Wayne Gretzky is an 87 overall, and Connor McDavid is a 91 overall. While the dynamic duo is officially washed, #WashDuo, McDavid would have 110 points, and Wayne Gretzky wouldn't even crack 100 points. He had 96. The Oilers would end up making the playoffs. The Canucks would beat us in round number 1, and the San Jose Sharks would end up winning the Stanley Cup. Connor McDavid would take home the Lady Byng, but the dynamic duo would not take any of the major individual awards this year. Leon Draisaitl would retire. Wayne Gretzky is an 86 overall, and Connor McDavid is a 90 overall. The dynamic duo would not have a great year, only 77 points for McDavid and 72 for Gretzky. 38 and 40 years old, they are some old bastards, man. And the Edmonton Oilers have missed the playoffs. The Buffalo Sabres would end up winning the Stanley Cup, and the great one is the first to go as he has decided to retire. He would have 733 goals, 1,162 assists for 1,895 points in 1,230 games. In the playoffs, Gretzky would have 119 goals, 153 assists for 272 points in 178 games. He would end up winning 3 Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers, and of course with his partner Connor McDavid, the dynamic duo, the sexual duo, whatever you want to call them. I think they might be the greatest duo of all time. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Turn notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. And remember, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.